presented by EA Sports in association with the Pga Tour. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Thanks for joining us here today in La Quinta, California. Beautiful spot. We're at the Career Builder Challenge. Frank, what do we have out here today?
Par 72, every inch of this golf course is going to extract the best out of your game, because if you don't play your best, you will struggle. Anything in the 60s, something to be proud of.
Here we are at the first tee, ready to kick off the round. Frank?
Good tee shot straight out of the gate. Going to need it on a hole that's close to 450 yards. Doesn't really matter if you cut it or draw it. Just be wary of that bunker that sits on the right side. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effort. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air. That easy.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
On the green, no chance for birdie here on the first hole. Getting set now over the putt.
Great sense of speed in that. And then we can make those. They're going right in the middle.
Teed up here at the second hole, Frank. This is a short par 4 measuring about 370 yards.
While it mightn't have the yardage, it's certainly made up in strategy by all the bunkering down here, Rich. And it's really two bunkers that you've got to, or two complexes that you've really got to worry about. One down the left, you see, is about 285 yards to carry, and then the next prop comes in just about 300 yards. So you've got to decide whether to go over the bunker on the left and short of the other one, or even lay out to the right, perhaps short. And that's where you realize this is very much a two-shot hole, and play it that way.
Birdie try up next. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
And that drop with another birdie. 2 in a row to start the round. Frank 100 yards longer than the second hole. The third, 471 yards. What do you think of this hole?
This is totally different to the previous hole. Driver should come out of the bag here. And if you can take that first bunker out of play, which is around that 285, 290 yard mark, you can start to shorten this hole up a little bit. And while the longest hitters, they still might even get a short iron in hand.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Good chance now for a birdie. That's a standing play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
well done. Another birdie. 3 under par. Out of the fourth, 192 yards and a pretty tough hole location here today. 200 yards left to where that hole is cut. Frank, this is the way you draw it up. This is how the game's supposed to be played.
Yeah, so far, everything going according to plan. This looks like it's going to find the target. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Ball sitting down here, the rough. He's digging in. professionals, Frank, certainly not a long test. What is the challenge here on this hole?
It's another example of great design by Pete Dye. He'll give you the trouble on the left on the tee shot, and then he moves the trouble to the right on the second shot. It's going to get you one way or the other.
Officials here calling that one around 310 yards. And now the second shot here at this par 5. Can't hide the flag stick from that
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
one. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Something that can fly high and land soft is obviously going to make that green play a little bit bigger. You get a breeze off the right or left to right into, this hole becomes very challenging.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
No problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Made the green. Keimer attempting this for par. So frustrating sometimes on the greens, isn't it? Drop shot here at the 6th. Just an amazing display where records continue to fall. We're at the 7th now, 346 yards with plenty of water on that right side. How do you handle this one, Frank?
You've got to pick a target there. A lot of people think when they're laying up off the tee, and that's exactly what this hole is. You just blaze away at something down the left side. But if you're going to pick a tree, just pick the tree. Pick a branch or a leaf. Be more specific.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor.
Rather nice shot.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. What a day. Now the second par 5 on this opening 9 here at PGA West. Frank, what are we looking at?
The bunker down the right side gives you that optical illusion because it sort of has that curvy edge to it, plus it sort of moves its way to that right side. And you notice there's a bunker on the left that sneaks in on the left side. So this isn't just sort of blaze away off the tee. It still requires a good straight tee shot. If you do air a little bit, then you've got to be really cognizant of the bunkers up on the left side as you get closer to the green.
Playing his second shot here at par 5.
This is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming out here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
just in the first cut of rough. Not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here. That is a tremendous shot right there. Frank, the ninth hole, a par 4 measuring 452 yards. This is no picnic.
This is the toughest tee shot on the front side. The easy way to bail out down the left side, it might appear that way off the tee, but then it becomes a zigzag hole where it's very easy to cock up something like a 6. The bunker down that right side, just 300 yards to get past that, but it's almost like he gives you an option there. If you do want to challenge that right side, the bunker just might save you from going in the water. But there's no question, the best drive is down the right, but it's the most dangerous one.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Count it as 6 birdies for the day. Frank, just some great golf here.
That's a round to remember. Not often you play that well and you feel like you were head and shoulders above the rest of the field.
What a thrill to watch. And for Frank Nobilo and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.